Not sure why you would go joke about something so dark like that, but
Hello, everyone. It is I with D&D Arcadia. Unfortunately, episode 7 was not on Twitch last week because of issues with connecting. So, it is on YouTube if you want to go see it. Otherwise, that's fine. So, let's get started.
Hey, PD, you want to log in?
Okay, last week you were just heading into the city. We had learned where a few things were, and you had also learned that Shax's master had been taken in, and we had stopped there.
That's right, he's in prison.
we must enter the Death Star and rescue him.
Nah, he's good. We'll let him go.
Death Star?
On the plus side, he can't rack you up any more debt in there, Shaq, so that is a bonus.
But the emotional debt will cripple me more than the monetary one will.
I didn't know you had emotion.
I don't know what you're talking about, Kobo.
Kilika is deeply about his master for some reason.
I care about everyone, even
Why is
random bandits.
Well, would you like to go and maybe inquire to your master in the prison, or shall we go and seek an audience with the Lord for now?
It'd be best to at least talk to him. Maybe he might have a suggestion for us to get him out. Maybe taking the Lord captive. That was a joke.
Although, I thought you wanted to be a good guy. You just said you're like capturing lords.
Not to hurt them. But it was a joke. Please don't mind me. I think we should go talk to him.
All right, then.
We can at least talk.
I have to restart my computer after this. Oh, well, whatever.
Off to Kobelion we go.
Okay, so you guys head into the city.
Shoshana, I'm not sure where we might find the prison. Perhaps if one of us breaks a law, we might be escorted there by the guard. Or maybe we could just ask.
Hello.
It seems a lot easier just to ask. Break a lot and find it.
Aquarian here has a point there, Shaq, so we just ask someone before we go breaking laws.
Well, the guard might just find it suspicious if we suddenly ask them about the location of their prison.
You're visiting,
Mr.
people visiting, right?
That's true. Perhaps.
Live in society, sir.
We could be his lawyers.
So did I just hear that Shax will be committing a crime?
No.
Shaq's will be committing a crime very obviously in sight of guards on purpose.
Okay, so
No. Maybe we should.
dear Lord, let's just.
I'll ask a guard. How does that sound, Shoshana?
Yes, that sounds much more agreeable.
Now, where is that knife? Is there many guards around that I might be able to?
I mean, you've literally
not
just
confront
taken
them?
2 steps in through the door. If you turn around, you can still see the guards that were at the door.
Instead of been listening to him say, maybe we should break a law.
So, any guards that might be on not such an important duty?
Yeah, you could ask one. Like there is a guard who was answering your questions before you went in, so you could ask him for the directions.
Yeah, I'll go up and just ask him, hey, where might we find the place where you put all of the people that committed atrocious crimes in the city?
Well,
Or simple misdemeanors.
well, if they've committed grave crimes, they're taken to the prison. Prison is, and he points down the road, and it goes down and past the slum districts. Down there, that's where we keep all the nondescript lessers who require transport out of here. However, if they're awaiting processing, head up to the courthouse. It's just on the border of the Noble District.
Oh dear. If there was maybe a notorious drunkard, do you think he might be in processing or?
Processing, probably.
Thank you for your instructions. They were very nice. Have a good day.
And before you go off, he says, you should probably not think about and talk about committing crimes in front of the guards.
It wouldn't have been anything bad, just maybe littering, or my friend here has a stint with public urination, and I point to Kobo.
Stint. No, I just know a guy.
Why are you implicating your allies? Like,
He shakes his
I'm an
head.
ally
He
here,
shakes
also
his
mine.
he shakes his head and looks over all of you and just says, "Make sure you keep it in your pants in public."
Of course.
Of course, we would never do anything else. Most of us. Let's go. All of you, are you all right with heading up to the courthouse? I think we might find my master awaiting processing there. At least, that's where I think we should look first.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah, let's go break him out.
Talk with him. And maybe cover his fines. I'm not sure.
Even better. Let get him out. Let's just take his money so he can be done with this.
I think his master doesn't have any money, which is why.
That's right. Take away his ability to accrue debt, so I can
Permanently?
You'll play with your blood.
You play with your blood? Okay, so walking up the road, you're on the main thoroughfare, so you pass the inn that was recommended to you, and going past that another like 8 or so minutes, there's a high wall, and on the left hand side you actually see a large building, and it is the courthouse.
How big of a building is it?
It is, as far from what you can tell, it is 3 stories high. It's probably bigger than most. It's probably the biggest building that you've seen so far in the city. Like probably about 2 or 3 times the size of a regular house down here, and it's 3 stories high, so it's quite big. And you're unsure, but given that you know that there are prisons in there as well, it probably goes underground as well.
Oh, okay. Quite an intimidating building. I think we should be on our best behavior.
As you approach, you actually see that there's a pair of guards standing at the front door, and then there's down the alley you actually see a large side door, and there's a number of guards standing guard at the side door as well.
Right, I'd like to make my way to the guards at the front entrance. I just ask one of them, hello, I'm here to visit a misunderstood individual who might be incarcerated here.
One of the guards just misunderstood, huh? And just points inside. Visit that lady over there. She can help you find your misunderstood.
As it's misunderstood, Shoshana's in the background, like doing that, like drinky symbol for alcoholic.
Thank you very much. Do all of us want to go inside?
Sure, I'll come meet it.
Yes, you'll probably need my gift of the gab to get you out of something in here. Kobelion, do owe him a favor after all.
Oh, of course, Shoshana. I'm sure he'll be happy to see you again.
I'm sure it won't end up with you incarcerated as well.
Did you bring him a gift, Shoshana?
My presence is more than enough, I'm sure.
Oh, I thought the same thing. I'm sure he'll be grateful. And I guess with the group, we just sort of, get in line with the woman.
Okay, so there's a few
counter.
people in front of you, and it takes good 15 minutes for her to process the people in front of you. When you finally see her, she's old, she's hunched over, she has very thin glasses over her nose, and she has a long hooked nose, and she looks up to you and says, "Next!"
Hello, we're here to visit a prisoner.
Name?
Kobelion.
1 second. She flips through her papers. Ah, the drunk with a debt.
That'll be him.
Well, that's not the. I suppose that's a simple way of putting it.
Very well. And she pulls out. She's. How many visiting?
5?
Very well.
Well.
And she pulls out some tags, and she counts them out. She says, present these to the guard over there.
Thank you, my dear.
And then she moves her hand and she shows you the directions to the left. And as you walk away, you hear next.
She loves her job.
Maybe we could buy her a throat so oh my god, I started speaking. Maybe we could procure her a throat. Yep, I'm gonna give up.
Throat soothing is one of my
potion,
special
that's it.
techniques. I've done a lot of throat soothing exercises with many a client.
Okay.
Maybe you should go back and offer
Very
her your
important in
services
my
then,
line of
Heather.
work. I feel she might be too proud to accept my offer.
You speak of this as you walk of the 5 steps over to the guard.
Strategy in general is to shit talk everything. In presence of it.
As you're approaching, the guard looks at all of you and is like, tags, please.
I present our tags.
He takes a quick look at them. Ah, yes, the drunk. This way. And as he takes you down, you see another guard replace him. You go down 3 flights of steps. So you go down quite far. You now realize that this building is at least 6 stories high now. And there's at least one other floor down. He takes you into a very dank and very dark cellar. Inside, you hear most of the people are just sitting quietly. There's a few in the background you can hear yelling and screaming. Every now and again you hear a very long and loud scream. And right up the back, in probably the darkest corner, you find a cell, and in there is sitting somebody somebody that people recognize is Kobelion. And he is still drunk. And he looks up at you and says, no, it can't be. And he just, like, sits back down.
Kobelion, looks like they still take care of you down here. It's been so long, Master.
Has it? I feel like I only spoke to you yesterday. Maybe that was the alcohol.
It's been many months, Master. I finally paid off your debt. You're finally square.
And you notice that his eyes are shifting back and forward. Yes, thank you.
Of course. I owe you more than just money, Master.
Yes. Hate to bring it up while I'm down here, but we'll need a bit of a loan.
Kobelion, you sly dog. It's barely been 5 minutes.
Well, I had to get my alcohol somewhere. You know what it's like. I would lose everything if I didn't drink.
You already have lost everything, darling.
I'm just glad that they permit you your attunement potions down here, Master.
And he comes over to you and he looks down the hall, and the guard has walked back. And he's like standing further down the hall. He pulls out a flask and takes his drink. Yes. Yes, they definitely permit them down here.
Why is that? It seems.
Is your supply?
And as you say that, he puts his finger up to his mouth and says, "Shh."
Understood, Master.
If you could talk to the old lady upstairs, I would like to get out of this place. It has been I don't know how long it's been. But I don't like my accommodations.
Why are you in here? This is a place for criminals.
A misunderstanding. Some less than friendly
Yes,
people.
I thought as much.
Some less than friendly people decided that I would be an easy mark.
I'd like to incite that.
Okay. Okay. As far as you can tell, he's telling the truth.
Oh no, Kobelion, I can't believe they would do that to you.
That's very unfortunate.
Do you think that we could get you out of here? Or do you just want to be moved to another cell?
No. Getting out would be preferable.
I'll see what we can do. My friends here are very capable.
Good.
You've met Shoshana before, but the rest of them are just as capable.
And he looks at all of you and says, I do remember her. Little furry one. Good song and dance.
Yes, I mean, I kind of have the means to get him out now, Shax. Little disguised self, a little silent image in the cell.
Oh my goodness.
But we only have 5 tags.
It's true. He could look like a guard, though.
That's possible.
Oh my god, this is going to end poorly.
But Master, my new friends, this is Queer, and he specializes in money and using a bow. This one is Baby Lou. He's the enforcement with our group, and Shoshana. And this last one here is Kobo. He specializes in public urination.
Please.
When did this happen?
I like to consider myself the healer. I mean, look at that wound on your chest. I've healed that multiple times.
Yes. Plus, remember his fan fiction in erotica. He's clearly more skilled in these areas. And as for me, I don't like you at all.
Well, what's not to like about me?
Well,
I'm stuck here because of you.
first off, you're not sharing any of that alcohol.
Well, I can't very well share it here. The guards might have something to say about it, and I can't very well not drink my my attunement potions.
That was they call it here.
I
That's what they
wouldn't
call it.
I wouldn't want my master to run out. Perhaps he can share if we can get him out of here.
I mean, he could share, or I could go talk to the guard.
How do you think I got it in here? The guard didn't even know about it when I was searched on the way in.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
You probably don't want to share that.
I spent enough time with Cowboy to know what happened there.
It's just important to know about everything. You know?
Anyways, can we move this along so we can all can get back to our lives?
Yes, let's get him out of here, and then we can talk on the outside. Let's go back to the front desk.
So, exactly what are you in here for, Kobelion? I'll need specifics if I'm to talk you out of this one.
There's a matter of a small bit.
How small are we talking?
Last time I checked. Where is it?
Yes.
Couple silver, couple copper. What is it?
18 gold. 19 gold?
19 goals.
And
Wait, no, I almost took gold and platinum.
Again, that's how much he owed you. How much Shocks gave me before to take off your previous debt. How are you constantly going in debt for the roughly the same amount? Like,
well, that was the last I checked of it. I'm not sure how much it's up to now. I think there's an interest rate on it as well.
How much
good.
time will you have to spend for this?
Then there's the small matter of the assault and the charges. And
Kobelion.
however much it takes to pay that off.
Shax, how attached to Kobelion are you?
He was just defending himself. This is an injustice. We must help him, Shoshana. Whether or not
You
everyone
seem-
likes him.
So you assaulted
so
people.
far, he seems like a violent drunk.
You owe copious amounts of gold. Yes, you're quite right there, Query. It has served its purpose in the past. The man did save my life being a violent drunk at one time. But
Yes, Shoshana knows. He acts in defense of himself or others. He's not.
Yes, I would never hurt someone who didn't try to hurt me or someone I care for first.
Who did you try to save in this instance?
Myself!
Thought
They
that smashed
attacked
a
me
bottle.
for no reason.
who are these people?
I don't know. I've never met them. I mean,
bad-
Did they get
injured.
arrested as well?
I don't know. I was flat drunk when I got arrested. I don't remember anything. Except someone yelling something
not
about
your-
money.
It's not your usual state of mind. I thought you'd be better at remembering those things by now.
Well, I had just come off a rather large, constant day of drinking nothing but the finest, strongest alcohol.
I think while we're in town, you're gonna have to work.
Work,
Criminal minds. Minds here, I guess this is Leora, but
Were these important people or just like beggar people?
Well, they were
That you
wearing
allegedly assaulted.
armor of some sort. I assume that they have.
Oh no. Was it like the armor that man at the door's wearing?
Well, most of it was leather. I might have punched someone with metal armor, but I don't remember.
Did they have a queer look about them, Master?
He takes a look at Quirin. A little bit. Probably, yeah.
Oh no.
So
Quinn, would
now
there be-
I know he's attacking my people even better.
Kobelion, from
These
now on,
merchants?
please, when referring to this, these are all alleged acts, okay? They allegedly happened.
Yes, they allegedly happened. I certainly didn't punch anyone or get drunk doing it or owe a fairly large debt.
Yes, an alleged debt and an alleged assault.
Yes.
Oh, he's fucked. Perhaps... Let's go see what magic we can work with Bertha upstairs.
So you call
I
over
think that sounds good.
you call over the guard. he nods and takes you back upstairs. You see that there's a line in front of her again. Yes. It will. You can sit down and wait your place. And she'll call you up after it's finished. It takes it's a good 20 minutes. Is there anything you want to talk about while you're up here?
Oh, it doesn't work out. What is your plan?
Magic?
Magic?
Magic? What? You're not the mage, are you not? I mean, what?
I would trust in the rest of you who can use magic. Kerbo and Shoshana.
Oh my goodness.
I am bound by a promise to Kobelion.
Oh my god.
I'm not breaking somebody out of prison.
Consider it as rescuing rather than breaking out.
Oh my god.
Hoping it won't come to that. Hoping we can win over this lovely lady at the desk here, find out what's going on, get to the bottom of it, and perhaps, I don't know, vouch for this man or get him. Oh, trial. Do they do trial by combat here? Does anyone know?
And who would represent us? Kobelion?
You? Perhaps,
Is he-
Shax?
Is Kobelion not the strongest? Is not your master? Should he not be much stronger than you?
He's definitely far stronger than I am.
So therefore, then he should be he should fight for his rights.
He was
Freedom, I
able to
say.
fight
I
for his
don't know.
bride. He wouldn't still be here.
Maybe that's something that we could ask them, Shoshana.
There's nothing wrong with, learning more than your master. You can learn from your master, but your master may not necessarily have mastered those, things that you learn from him. Maybe you are surpassing him.
You think so, Kerbo?
When you're not publicly urinating, I think you're doing quite well.
Of course. Speak from experience. I trust in you.
Maybe your master can work giving the guards at hand-to-hand combat tips and training.
Yes, maybe he could. Maybe we could offer it on his behalf.
Sure.
I'm sure that he would appreciate it too. Maybe. Eventually. Or he'll forget.
Yeah, let's go for it. You guys want to talk to the lady? We should see what happens first before we can do anything else.
Okay, while you're
And
just while you're discussing, the last person finishes there, and she looks over and says, "All right, you guys,
Not lunch break.
No, no lunch break. You're up next. So if you can finish up quickly, but you're up next.
All right, looks like we're up.
If it doesn't go well, is everyone alright with maybe
All
being a
right.
little bit underhanded? I couldn't see my master remaining in this place.
We may yet be able to leverage other opportunities in here without jumping to that straight away. The Lord may be in our favor of the town once we bring news of what's happened in Vangloor.
Next.
You're right, Shoshana.
Okay.
I've already told you my idea on breaking him out.
Rescuing Baby Luke from injustice. He's here because of a lie. Now let's go.
Okay, you guys approach, and she looks up and says, "So, finished your discussion with the drunk?"
Lawyer?
Oh, yes, we have. Sorry, I didn't catch your name before, lovely.
Beth.
Lovely. Ugh.
Beth. I must say, you do a fine job here. I've never seen a more orderly court in all my travels, and as you can probably tell from my appearance, I'm not from around here, and I've been my way around a courthouse, if you know what I mean.
What? We didn't sound like you're a criminal.
Doing like fake blowjob and like motion.
Like, she raises her eye at you guys. Raises her eyes, like she looks up and like moves her glasses. Looks at you guys. Yes, you do look like the sort to hang around courthouses. Although I suspect you guys would be on the other side.
Oh, no, Beth. No, you've got it all wrong, my dear. I'm one of those people who represents people, a lawyer, if you will.
Really?
Quite well versed. Yes. Now, our friend Kobelion, may I inquire as to what the specific charges against this man are?
Let's see. And she pulls out a stack of paper that's like, you know,
That is a
half
large,
a fist tall.
It's quite a large stack of papers you've got there, Beth.
Let's see now. And she pulls over and she goes to the last page. Summary of charges. Assaulting 16 guards. Destruction of property.
Yeah?
Numerous unconscious people left at the scene. Damages. Incarceration fee. 600 gold to get him out.
600, was it?
600.
Okay, well, what is the specific evidence that we have to tie these events to Kobelion?
And then she pulls out the page. She pulls out a second set of pages. 30 sworn affidavits. Would you like a copy?
Big news. I not at this stage. I think that we'll definitely be crossing there. Has he had a trial yet?
No.
Is he due for one?
There's no point. Judge will be ruling on him next week.
Next week.
Evidence is fake news. It's all from vagina.
Okay, I see.
All fake.
Now, does the city accept other forms of reparations other than gold, such as services, community services?
We would, but 600 gold would take a lifetime.
Well, you did mention that he was able to knock out 16 of the guards. Would someone of that skill not be worth perhaps training these guards so that an event like this may not occur again?
I
in the
do not
city?
make these decisions.
Would that be who would we speak to about these kinds of decisions?
The Lord or the Trial Master?
Okay, we are going to see the Lord.
Then you have your answer.
Yes. So we've got a week roughly to get this all sorted before he's sent off to be killed or whatever sort of
He will not be
corporal
killed.
punishment your courts dish out.
Corporal punishment only happens in the cases of murder or kidnapping. He will be sent to the mines.
Is that, death sentence probably is kinder than that in all honesty, but that's okay. That's good to know. Thank you so much for your time this afternoon, Beth. You've given us plenty of food for thought. It's been an absolute pleasure. I wish you all the best.
Yes. I hope I don't have to process you, too.
You won't have to, my dear. Don't worry about that. And when I speak to the Lord, I'll be putting in a good word for you.
And she nods and then sends you away.
Shax, like I said before, he's fucked.
It could have gone worse, but maybe we can talk to the trial master or the Lord. Especially if the Lord might owe us a favor, I'm not sure.
I think that's our best bet at this moment. Quarren, what are your thoughts?
I do not care about this man, but yeah, probably best bet is the Lord. I don't know how else you could possibly pay off such a incredibly large debt. I've not seen many debts in my time. This is perhaps one of the worst.
No, I'm not paying his debt for him, that's for sure. I'll help get the bastard out, but I'm not paying 600 fucking gold for it.
What is gold compared to family, Shoshana?
Oh my goodness.
I think maybe like 10 gold per family member. That's what I'd be proposing.
That's your limit.
It gets tricky with nobility and, whether it's a ransom on the target, but you can buy or sell anyone in this world.
Our only option is the Lord now.
Yes. I'm not game to try and... As much as I believe I have the ability to sort of magic him out of there, I'm not really willing to break the laws of this city on our first venture here.
Of course.
No, that requires repeated visits.
So I
Yes,
don't know-
definitely.
Okay, whatever. I'll have to use
Well, not to mention on top of that, I'm not having any part of breaking him out.
Maybe we'll believe
Let's see if we can
justice
earn a favor
in
together.
law. Or does he just hate this guy? I don't know.
Okay, where would you like to go next?
Shall we head off to the Lord? See what we can do about the whole Vangor situation, and then perhaps maybe see if we can call in a favor to get the old drunk out.
I approve.
Yeah, head to the Lord. See
Okay.
if we can be seen today.
Well, no, I believe you got an introduction and he will see you tomorrow.
That's right.
Ah, okay.
So
There's no point going there now.
the earliest you can see the Lord is tomorrow.
Should we go find a nice inn to sort of settle in for the evening?
You got
Sure,
recommended
we
the
can
Silver
find-
Muse, which you walked past, in fact, to get to the courthouse.
I think I'm going to head to the blacksmith.
Okay.
I was telling the party.
Okay, so yeah. So
I would also like to see if there's any artisans that sell instruments as well.
You gonna ask about it or just gonna look about?
I'll just have a look. I'm assuming it could still... What time of the day is it?
It's lunchtime, 1:30.
So we've got a couple of hours. I'll maybe just look around.
Okay. Well, Bal, you're going to spend about half a day, so you can go ahead and roll your blacksmith. Doesn't take you long to find it because you've got directions on the way in. Can I get an investigation check to see if you can find any instruments? Okay, you're able to find a relatively nice instrument shop. It's a little off the beaten track, but they've got both new and used instruments. Looking inside, you can actually see that there's a half-orc strumming a lyre.
Oh, well. good evening, Mr. Halfork. How are you?
Ugh. Hello. You're a strange one. What are you after?
Well, I'm in the market for a lute. Or a viol.
Tia says, "Looks over there. We don't have many viols, but our small selection's against that wall."
Thank you, good sir. I'll go have a look. Now, I want to look around at the viols in particular. How much are they?
Let me just check.
Probably more than I can afford at the moment.
Okay, so they've got a range of viols. There's a few worn ones that have price tags between 10 and 15 gold. There's a few brand new ones that are about 30 to 40 gold. There's one particular one that sits on the wall that's 150 gold. You're not sure why it's so special, but it slightly glimmers.
Oh, how beautiful. This 150 gold viol over here, sir. Please tell me its story.
Got it from a traveling bard. Didn't give his name, but it was famous according to the previous shop owner. Don't know much about it apart from that.
Oh, interesting. May I try it?
You break it, you buy it.
Okay, perhaps I won't touch that one just yet then. Just realised I'm not quite proficient in the viol. I'm more looking to dabble.
Oh, very well. We have practice
Perhaps a
ones.
lute. Oh, interesting.
And he pulls he pulls out like a very, very rough viol. It looks like it probably wouldn't make the most. Like, it wouldn't be the nicest sounding one, but it's a practice one. It wouldn't matter if it broke.
Oh, see. Before I get stuck into having a few rounds on that, I'd just like to peruse the loots and to see the prices on those.
Yeah, nice. The loots have a much wider selection. There's some really broken, well, not broken, but some battered ones that obviously seen a lot of wear. Up to some really nice ones. So they range from about 8 gold all the way up to about 50 gold. Nothing special about these apart from the more expensive they are, the newer they are, and the more decorations they have. You also notice that actually on the wall there is a sign saying that custom orders are accepted.
Oh, custom orders. How lovely. I'm definitely going to be purchasing a lute today. I've not had one for quite a while, and I feel like I'm needing to add a few more to my kit and repertoire, apart from the pan flute and the lyre, as I'm becoming quite the renowned performer these days.
Really?
Oh yes, you've not heard of me, the goat-legged nightingale.
No, but I only know people who perform at the amphitheater of Leora, so it's not surprising.
The amphitheater. Who might I see about getting a show there?
Well, usually you're invited. So otherwise you might be able to speak to the master of the place, but he's currently out of town. So
Good to know. Well, I'll be performing tonight at the Silver Muse, I believe it's called.
Yes, I know of the place.
If you're looking for something to do after work tonight, I'm sure you might be able to see my talent in action.
I will make a note of it and hopefully stop by.
But I would love to purchase this lute. I'll point to one of the 8 gold lutes. I'm hoping there's one that's sort of like a mahogany type sort of timber.
There is. As I said, it's a little bit. It's worn. It's well worn.
Yeah.
Can you give me a perception check? Okay, so looking over the loot, you find one that you fits your suited style. You're not able to find anything special or unique about any of them, but you find one that's a nice fit. It's a nice color. It has a lovely grain to it. It has all its strings and it has its bow and everything. Oh, sorry,
Lovely.
yeah, it's got everything it needs. And he says, "Would you like the practice viol as well?"
How much is the practice viol?
Made by an apprentice, 5 silver.
Oh yes, I would love one of those as well, please.
Okay. So he includes some free cases with them. So he closes them up and he puts them onto the table.
Thank you, good sir.
And he nods.
And
I
pleasure
can't wait to
doing
hear you play tonight.
No, definitely, and I'll be making a special note at the end of my show, just about where one can buy such lovely instruments in this city if they are too becoming aspiring bards.
Okay.
That was 8 gold and 5 silver, correct?
Yep, 8 gold, 5 silver.
All right, then I'll head off to the inn with the rest of to meet up with the party for dinner.
Okay.
While I'm with the blacksmith, I ask him how much it would cost for a composite longbow. And I'd like to trade in my longbow.
He says a standard composite longbow will be 50 gold pieces. If you were to trade in, it would be 25 gold pieces.
I tell him that I have 8, and I'm willing to work a couple more days for him.
He says okay. He says he'll do it for that.
Okay, so I give him my 8 gold.
Yep.
And I tell him that I'll be back tomorrow.
Okay. He says you'll have to work for 3 straight days in order to pay it off.
Okay.
Corin and Shax, is there anything you guys are doing? And Cowboy.
I will continue to look for anyone who would be in need of beautification services for a small fee.
There's a lot of people here. It is winter, but despite that, there is both a lot of like commoners and nobles. And you on the street, you probably couldn't find much, but if you were to go to somewhere that people stay, you could probably find, or to the red light district, you could probably find plenty of people looking for such services.
Any other brothels?
You don't know where the brothels are, but you could ask about them. No, you can take the bow now. Asking about it, everybody knows where it is. It's pretty common. It's a little bit away from the inn you're staying at, but it's not hard to find. Looking around, you can definitely find some of the more pricey brothels have their own or are contracted to Sunni worshippers, but some of the lesser ones are quite willing to have your service and are willing to give you a small fee for them to help you.
Wonderful. Well, I'll probably go and do that.
Okay. For about 4 or 5 hours, you can probably make about 2 gold from a smaller place.
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Corin and Shax?
Going to I'll go to the local cartographers in the area, and since this is a decent sized city, and see if there's anyone I can talk to about improving my maps or just talk shop, I guess.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. Yep. Okay. You can find you find the place. It's surprisingly small and out of the way for something so important. It has the picture. It has a picture of a map with a compass. If you zoom out, it's very similar to the compass in the bottom right corner of this. And it's actually looking closely, it looks like it's a very nondescript map of actually the island that you're currently on, the island of Roadmere.
Okay.
If you go inside, you see an elderly gentleman, like leaning in super close, scribbling on a piece of parchment.
I greet him like, "Hello, sir.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
am here to.
He pulls his head up and looks at you, and
I am
he's
here to. Oh, sorry to interrupt, but I'm here to talk to any local cartographers. I'm a novice in this field, but have a great interest in it, and I've been trying to improve myself.
I see. It's like like you can see you're not sure, but it looks like he's got bags under his eyes. So he obviously doesn't sleep a lot. But he takes a step round where he was standing. He gets close. He says, "Ah, fine young man. Not often that young men are drawn to the arts of cartography."
Yes, well, I just say I found a recent fascination with it. I'm an adventurer exploring the land. I'm not from this region, and just going through, traveling through along the roads and amongst most of the other areas, I have learned a lot.
It's always good to have a new person to map out changes. After all, so few get out. Most of them employed by nobles and rich folk. Very few maps come to the more common or adventurers.
Indeed, it seems like my chosen profession lends itself well to seeing the world. So I figure if I'm going to be looking at everything, I might as well record it as well. Such information can be extremely useful to others eventually, because I would love to eventually create and publish a map of the area so people know what to expect, what to avoid, and what to prepare for.
Such ambition from a youngster. Fantastic. Is there any way I can help?
Sure. If you have any notes in the area of anything I can learn, I show my map, what I've had shown so far, just
Hey,
whatever.
looking at your map, he gets really close to it, and he pulls out like a monocle and looks at it and says, "Apart from a few misses here and there, this is an excellent beginning." He says, "Just hold on a second." And he scurries out the back and says, "This is a collection of notes from the area. I'm quite happy to help you with this." And he hands them over. "I hope that your book gets published. It'd be fantastic to read."
Well, yes, thank you a lot, sir. What is your name?
Roger.
Mr. Rogers.
Roger, bud.
Mr. Rogers. It's yes, yeah, these notes are very appreciated. I'll try to copy what I can or try to do you have copies of these?
Yes, I've got several copies. And he goes, he stops for a second. That's right. The castle map makers often ask for notes like these, so don't worry about it. Unfortunately, nobody ever sees their results, so.
Yes, they can keep it for themselves. That is unfortunate. But yes, hopefully, depending on how far I can travel, as I said, I would like to have a map made for everyone, all adventures. I think it would encourage the people of the world to be willing to explore and see all the beautiful sights and amazing things that exist in this world.
Yes, it was my hope too that would happen when I got into it, but Too much bureaucracy.
I understand. Luckily, as per my profession, I don't have to deal with that as much, so I am free to. I'm not free. I'm not bound by those issues.
Okay. Yeah. You spend a few hours talking. Looking through the notes, you can actually see it basically it tells you about Leora. It gives you recommendations. It's got recommendations for inns. It's got recommendations, sightseeing views. It's got an overview of the land around it, monsters you might encounter. It tells you about the roads to and from Burrs, Reflet, Falmar. It's got famous people who have stopped at the city. It has some background information about certain famous like landmarks in the city, including the lake, the beaches, best times of year to visit. It's got the history on certain things like the big houses in the noble districts, the amphitheater. So it's a very comprehensive list of notes.
Yeah, this is amazing. I've never seen anything like this. Like wow, I hope to one day create a map like this, but for the entire world. This is
Yes, it's the work of a few generations of people who have worked here at this guild before it. Anyway, yeah.
that's great. Do you happen to know if this is if there of other cartographers in other regions have or are similarly experienced?
He says,
Knowledgeable?
I'm not sure about smaller cities, but many of the larger capital cities have at least people in the same profession. Whether you'll get the same help is... I don't know. I have not met very many cartographers. Most of them are secretive.
I see. Well, I thank you for your generosity. So I will to, like I said, I want love to take this and use it to improve my notes and, like I said, continue on my quest.
Okay. Is there anything else you want to ask about before you leave?
No, I guess there's not anything
Okay.
else for now.
As you walk out, well, it's not someone you recognize. You're actually called from across the road by someone, and he represents you. You immediately recognize that he represents the merchants that you helpfully helped when dealing with Kobelion.
Okay. I go over to.
It says, so you're the one who's dealt with Kobelion in the past. Well, we have a problem.
Oh, I'm not surprised. This man seems to attracted like rotty meat.
He owes the guild. And not a small amount this time.
How much has it gone up this time? Okay. Well, it's not that insane, at least. However, it may be difficult to extract it from him this time. He is in jail for apparently a great many crimes, so he's currently unable to leave at this time.
Yes, well, if we don't get our money soon, we might have to do something about his transport. We can't leave a 40 gold debt.
I understand. Business is business, so I will discuss it with him next time I see him and do what I can to get it back. Do you know what the deadline is, or what our current expectation is from him, or when to get it from him?
He has 3 more weeks. But if he goes to prison and goes to the mine, we can't get it back.
Okay, I understand. So 60 gold, you said, or
40
gold?
40 gold.
Maybe 40. Okay, all right. I'll do what I must.
He nods and And then he turns around and dips into a side street.
Yeah.
Shax, what are you doing?
So, I might try and possibly find some potential work while we're in Leora. With my skills in alchemy,
Okay,
which I am definitely skilled in.
you're skilled at alchemy. Okay. Okay.
Trained by the worst that the world has to offer.
Okay. Look, give me an investigation check. Okay. Well, you're able to find an alchemist. Going in, you can if you going in, you see a dragonborn. He stands quite tall. He has a white mustache, and when he sees you, he greets you. Hello there. How may I help you?
Oh, hello. I was just wondering if maybe you were looking for hired help to assist you in brewing potions or whatever you might need done here.
How unusual. Most people just come to buy. I don't think I've ever had an assistant. It might make my job easier. How long are you looking for?
Well, maybe for the week at least, but it wouldn't be for long term. I'll be leaving the city eventually.
Well, I suppose... How about a daily contract for now?
That would be good, thank you.
He said you can start tomorrow, or whenever you come in next. He said he could probably give you 5 gold a day. Depending on how good your work is.
Okay.
So 5 gold is base, and that is a range. That will be a roll range. So if you do exceptional gold, you might get a little bit more. If you do exceptionally poor work, you might get a little bit less.
Okay.
Kicked out of there. Like he just blew up his lab.
Waiting for the natural one.
Yep.
Natural run, the meth lab blows up.
Great. You don't know what kind of alchemy he's into.
That's a good point.
You just agreed to help a drug dealer.
Listen, he's got us making it find a wagon that we've got to take out to the hills so you can make shit in it.
Oh my god.
Full Breaking Bad.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody wants to do before we all meet up at the inn? You know, nobody's actually reserved the inn yet either.
I would have head there after I bought my instrument to go and organize the show for tonight and the rooms for the party.
Okay. Well, Shoshana, when you get there, you're able.
Let's say, and probably put my feelers out for any word from my connections.
Okay. So you're unsure how long that will take, but
yeah.
How are you splitting the rooms? There's 4 and 1 again, or you're gonna go 3, 2 and 1, or what?
Probably just a quadinal one.
Okay, so that'd be 20 silver. This one comes. This one comes with
dinner.
I'll
pay that now. Okay.
Okay.
So are you paying for all of us?
It's only 2 gold.
Only.
Some people aren't in debt for 640 gold.
I'm getting low, but I'm hoping I'll generally make at least a couple of gold every night time I do a show, so let me know.
I have 3 gold on me.
Oh,
So you're only in debt for
You're good.
637 gold.
No problem.
Yes, yes. But I was in debt for 0 gold just a few hours ago.
till we met Kobelion.
There seems to be a trend here.
While waiting for your party members, you in fact get a letter, Shoshana, which is actually an invitation to practice at the amphitheater in Leora.
Oh. Does it have it's like on a certain day or?
No? It just says show up.
Oh, might do that later on. Good to see someone around here knows fine talent when they see it. Probably don't have time to head down tonight, I'm assuming, but
It's about 2:33 o'clock for you because you didn't spend that much time and spent a bit of time like searching for your instrument, a bit of time haggling about the room. So it's only been about an hour and a half. So you could probably have a little bit of time, but it's up to you.
yeah, I'd probably wait till the next day.
Okay. So Shax would be the first one to arrive at the inn.
She doesn't want to appear needy, like she needs the amphitheater.
And after that, Quirin shows up. And then just before dinner, Baby and Kobo both show up.
Whew.
What a day.
Look what I got! And Shoshana starts waving around her little invite. Invite to personally play practice
Child.
at the private amphitheater in Leora. Looks like I'm coming up in the world.
Hopefully you don't have an off day when you go up.
Oh god, what if I do? Oh
It'll be
god,
horrible.
it'll be the fucking worst. Oh no, it's okay. It won't happen. I haven't had a bad day in a long time.
It'll be spread far and wide. Just think about it.
Oh god, no, I'm not gonna fall for your tricks, baby dude. I'll be fine.
Maybe Baby should accompany you up there.
It's not a bad idea, actually.
He can give a
You're all
rendition.
invited along. You're all part of my band.
He can give a rendition of the book he's writing.
Oh. Yeah, distract them. Quick, distract the pros.
I
Yeah,
got myself. Go ahead.
No, you go. You go.
I got myself a new bow. I gotta stay here for the next 3 days, though. I gotta work for it.
That's a fine-looking bow indeed. Well, I'm quite happy to stay here. As I said, I can go play at this amphitheater, hopefully, and make us some contacts and information over there. And we've barely explored this city.
Where are Klaus and Amelia?
I haven't seen them.
You guys left them at the gate. You do know that they were visiting the Lord that day. But you don't know what happened to them after that.
Oh,
Just ditched our charges.
that's all right. They owe us money. Curran will find them.
I sniff the air. I sense the scent of debt.
When you go ranger, will that be your favorite enemy? Is people indebted to you?
maybe.
Can always
Maybe.
crack
Not people indebted to you, just people in debt.
them. Yeah.
Yeah, just in general, it's like I smell smelling. Oh no, everyone's in debt. It's everywhere.
But we're never allowed to go near the slums again.
By the way, you were able to organize playing just after dinner. Will be when you'll be going up.
Okay. I've organised dreams for us again too. I did the old quad and a single.
Mm.
Who's getting the single tonight?
I don't want the single.
I'll take it then. If I have to.
You say that like it's a bad thing. Okay, is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we move on to Shoshana's musical play?
What was the Shoshana's rendition of recent events?
No, it's not going to be a recent. It's what did she sing? It's going to be a melancholy song tonight.
Okay, well, you guys have dinner. You got it's free with the room. It's nothing amazing. You can buy better dinner, but it's decent. It's a decent meal. Enough to fill you up. And we move on after dinner. Shoshana, if you'd like to get up and give us a performance check.
Righty. This will be something slow on the lute. Sort of similar tone and feel to Stairway to Heaven by Led Zeppelin. Oh, not shabby.
Okay. You get an applause. People enjoyed it.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Do I see my orc friend I invited in the audience at all?
In fact, you do.
What was the name of his shop?
The Black Orchestra.
At the end of my performance, I'm taking a bow. Although, and if you too would like to play like me, then come and visit my gentleman friend up the back here at the Black Orchestra. He sells the finest instruments in all Europe. And then I'll give him a little applause as well.
Okay.
Plug, see if I'll get a deal later on that.
Yeah, he's embarrassed when you say that, but he's happy for the attention as they do. That's what you make.
Oh, what Kobo said?
Yeah, I don't know why. I've got Kobo selected, but it won't unselect him.
That's okay. I was wondering why Pete was typing just random gold figures.
I can't deselect him for some reason.
I am the chosen one.
There we go. There you go. See, you paid back the room already.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do, or are you gonna have your long rest and meet in the morning?
Arm wrestle.
Okay. Give me an investigation check. See if you can see anybody.
Just the usual nightly hustle.
You have
See
money
anyone to hustle.
bet?
Looking around, everybody looks like too rich and important to you tonight.
Okay.
Looking around, you like, they took me to the good inn again. Okay, well then, if there's nothing else, then you guys can have a long rest, and we'll start the next day.
Alrighty.
Why am I at exhaustion level 1?
What?
Probably because when we slept on the
Oh, yeah,
but then you should have removed it the next night.
I agree.
it's okay. Basically, you guys, whoever rolled for it rolled really low and had you guys sleeping on rocks.
I don't know who that jerk is,
Aw.
but yeah, they suck.
Oh. That's weird.
You just manually remove it, though.
Yeah.
Okay, the next morning you guys wake up. Bao has a day of blacksmithing ahead of him.
Oh, I'm gonna go to the Lord first.
Yep. Okay. So your meeting for the Lord is at 10 o'clock. So you get up, you have breakfast. You get up a little bit earlier than what's on the timer. You get up about 8:30. You come down for breakfast. So is this unless there's anything else you want to do, we can go straight to the Lord.
Yeah, probably just have a bit of coffee and breakfast and get straight to the Lord.
Okay, so the five of you rock up
Sure.
to the Lord's mansion. It's not hard to find. It is a structure on top of a hill. It stands out like a sore thumb. Unlike everything else in the town, which is white, this is painted in the brightest yellow that you could ever see.
Like goldish yellow
No,
or like gaudy yellow.
very gaudy yellow.
Does it have black trim?
No, in fact, it does not. It has fluorescent green trim.
Oh my god.
What
They
the
have
hell
no-
is this? And damn.
I thought this was supposed to be a wealthy city. Wealthy people had taste.
The approaching, the guards see you. They one of them walks up and he says, "Group of 5, I assume you're here to see the Lord."
Oh, you-
Indeed, we are, and I pat him on top of the head.
Be aware, do not comment on the Lord's style or hair.
Does he
Will he
like
get-
compliments?
Just don't.
Will he get mad if I pat him on the head like I just did you?
Maybe
range?
nobody's tried it yet.
You know he's getting a pet.
And then you get he leads you up to the front door. It's a good couple of minute walk. It's a long pathway up there. Opening the door, you see first thing you see is a full length portrait of who you assume to be the Lord. He is wearing bright yellow clothes and has fluorescent green hair.
Oh no.
His hair is spiked up. His eyebrows are also fluorescent green, and he has dark red eyes. And then the guard says, "Sit down here, you'll be called."
This guy's not a villain at all. Oh no.
I should know. Impugned.
You don't know he's a villain. You were told that this guy was a good guy, remember?
Yeah, we're supposed to. That's why you entrusted it to us to talk to him. Love it. So,
So is there anything you guys want to talk about before you guys get called in?
Guys
I'm
have
just
to-
like, man, I think he's gonna get mad if I ruin his hairdo.
He probably is. Probably advise you don't rub the Lord's head if you can avoid it.
I'll just give him a big hug.
I mean, you're very. I think that might be a good idea. Your charm is very overpowering, baby.
what is? Sorry, what was it? What's the name of the building? Is there a name for the building or the building we're in?
This is just the Lord's mansion. You don't know what this is, if it's got a name or anything. You don't even know the name of the Lord, in fact. You were never told.
That's true.
Do we see anything around that might indicate his name?
No, you do not.
I'm sure they'll introduce him. That's
Okay, so you got nothing else. One of the maids comes out. She is wearing an unfortunately bright yellow maid outfit, and she looks miserable. But she calls you and says, "This way, please. The Lord will see you."
Just before we go in, I
Mhm.
want to use disguise self to change my clothes to the same bright yellow.
Oh, okay, if you want.
Yep.
Okay, use your spell slot, or can you use it for free once a day? I don't know.
No, unfortunately, I can't. I'm just gonna find my spell book.
while they're walking there. I guess I'll talk to the maid and ask her what the name of the Lord is.
Sir Lucy.
So Lucy, okay.
Lucy
Thank you.
Goosey?
No, Sir Lucy Leora.
Lucy Leora, or Luciora, or Lucy Leora.
Lucy Leora.
So Lucy Lou
Is the
Goosey.
city's named after him, or is this?
I finally
his-
unselected.
his-
So yeah, Lucy Leora.
I see. So his family has run this place for a while.
She shakes her head and says, "No. The heads of Leora and all the major cities take on the name of their city when they get enshrined as leader."
Ah, I see. Fascinating. Thank you.
So you guys are taken into a large meeting room, and at the end is a man. He's dressed in bright yellow butler's outfit, and he sees you guys have all come in, and then he says, "Stand at attention, Lord Lucy Leora coming in," and the two doors open, and on the other side stands a very, very proud, tall man. He struts in with the most incredible stride that you've ever seen. He is very confident in himself. Struts in, says, "Hello, my friends. How may I help you?"
I'll curtsy deeply before him.
"Ah, a woman of taste.
It is a pleasure, my lord.
It is a pleasure to meet you too. I've been told about you. Relatively skilled adventurers."
I start walking over to him, give him a big hug, and I'm like, "Big Trey L, how are you?"
He smiles and hugs you back, and he even gives you a big wet kiss on the lips.
My lord, we bring you from Vanglor. It has been a long journey to get hair. Oh,
Hair? Hair! And he strokes, like, he stops paying attention to you and pulls out a brush and starts stroking his hair a little bit and, like, making sure it's in the perfect position. You were bringing news from Vanglor! Yes, I got told. So, what news?
Lud Nelson is alive.
He is, old chap, excellent. Excellent news. It was such a shame when I heard he had died, but now that he's not, really? But how?
He was a failed assassination attempt by Phoenix, the usurper down there. Sorry, yes.
I see.
We foiled his plans, however, and managed to whisk Lud away from the dangerous situation. He is now holed up in his palace.
His mansion, but...
Yes, his mansion.
Well, excellent. I must send him help. Help at once. And he's like, "Bradford, my butler, I require help." And like the guy who introduced Lucy comes in again, and they discuss something very quickly. Yeah, you wouldn't happen to have any information about them on you, would you?
We have this letter of introduction to some friends of ours I believe saw you yesterday.
Yes, in fact they did. It's the only reason why I am willing to trust you, sir.
God, yes, I can confirm that Lud does in fact hold the entire evidence.
Very
against-
well, it's fine. I shall send my guard and some trusted people. Bradford, make it so. And like, Lucy turned and starts like brushing his hair again, and like the butler just shakes his head and like walks out. So, is that all you wish to discuss? fantastic news you have brought me?
Trael, we have one more thing we gotta talk to you about.
Yes?
Shax.
Shax? What is Shax?
Shax.
That is me.
I do not know
I-
you. You could do with some color in your hair, though.
We were hoping.
And some manners.
Shoshana agrees and like gives you a scowl and like motions for you to curtsy before the Lord.
I just look at Shoshana with a bit of confusion and turn back to him, and I say, we were hoping maybe as a favor that you might be able to shave one of our comrades from prison. Save.
I can certainly shave him. Who's this person's name? Shaving sounds fantastic.
His name is Kobelion. He's being imprisoned under a misunderstanding. He was attacked.
I see. And he claps, and he asks someone about it. You haven't met this person, but she whispers in his ear. Ah, less than pleasing news. This person is in a great debt. I see. Very well. Well. I can have him released into your custody, but you'll have to do a favor for me.
I look around to everyone.
More for this guy. Just so you know, Shax, he owes the guild another 40 gold. on top of the prison sentence and all other stuff.
Queer, and you. Couldn't you have waited until later to tell me that?
Well, just to clarify, you know, so that the Lord who's paying off his loans or whatever his can be a
Later. Talk about it later. This is important right now.
Completely innocent, I promise.
I mean, he's watching this and it's like, I see this man is in debt often.
Usually
I've
the same
seen
people.
that way.
Well then, like I said, I can have him released into your custody immediately, and upon completion of this favor, we can wipe out the debt.
What might this favor be, my lord?
It's simple. To the north, some Sagahan have been troubling visitors coming to my city.
Oh, Trael, this is perfect for us.
Excellent. So,
It's one thing we're good at. It's killing monsters.
yes, I got told. Although, I did hear you had a bit of trouble with some kobolds the other day.
Touche.
Listen, a win's a win.
That is true. Nobody died.
Permanently.
So I take it you accept my proposal?
Absolutely.
I
I sigh.
He claps his hands.
Flatly.
And then someone comes running in with some paper and a quill, and he writes out a note. Take this to the courthouse. I'm sure that they can have your man released immediately.
And then, kind of laughingly, and I say, and Shax, you wanted to try and break him out.
That would have been a bad idea. Trust
That's
me.
what I'm saying.
Nothing would have been broken. I didn't mean it like that.
Well, all's well that ends well. After all, if you tried to break him out, that would have been a very bad crime that would have probably landed you in slavery. And he takes a look over Shax. You would have sold very well, can I tell you that?
Is this alarming? I thought they were against slavery, and that was what Bangalore got in trouble for.
They're against illegal slavery
Oh, okay.
and selling slaves to cities that exploit slaves.
Okay. Oh, but you can be put into like indentured service for breaking the law. That was
Yes,
fine.
yeah.
Okay.
And I say, Trail, trust me, she's worth it. I've licked her a few times.
He's gotten her taste.
Saying that, he bursts out laughing. Well, if there's nothing else, I have much work to do. A pleasure meeting you, and I can't wait to hear of your success with the Sagahan. Shack should go back.
We will see you then. And I leave.
Okay.
It's been an absolute pleasure, my lord.
It
May
has.
the rest of your day be as fabulous as yourself.
Yes, so do I.
And I'll again curtsy deeply and very graciously before him and follow baby out.
Okay.
I'll ask him a question actually before I leave.
Mhm.
So, my lord, I'm just curious. I went to your cartographers guild or in the city, and I found some very experienced and incredible notes on this area, Leora. I assume I don't know if you or who is patronaging these people, or they're just paid for, from private individuals.
Yeah, I pay the guild to keep notes. Yes.
So, then I was curious. I am a cartographer myself. Nothing new, but I am exploring the various areas of Rodmir and beyond. If I were to able to send you notes on the areas, like detailing these places, would I be able to be compensated for such a thing?
A wide grin forms in his mouth. I think I would be able to compensate you. I would love to learn more about every area. After all, knowing a place is good for business.
Yes, I will definitely take notes. I love no. I come from a family of merchants, and I have a keen eye for such things. So I would definitely take note of such critical things about what resources are available in areas and the people of the merchants in the cities and all that kind of pertinent information.
Okay, yeah. He looks very intrigued by this proposition. He does, however, say that you'll have to come back because he does have work and he can hammer out an agreement. But for now, he's very intrigued by the idea.
Okay. I bow deeply to him. I thank him. I say, "Thank you, sir. I should take my leave to let you get back to your own business."
I look forward to working with you.
And nod and leave.
Okay. Is that everybody?
Yeah.
Okay. So where are you heading after the mansion? That took a good half an hour to an hour.
I tell everybody I'm off to work.
Okay.
To work I go.
So you can roll your
I'll be
blacksmithing.
going to go, and I'll go practice at the amphitheater to check
Okay.
that out and see what that's all about. If anyone wants to join me.
I might go sign up. I'll go be alchemist assistant.
Okay. You're not going to go free your master straight away?
Free your master with your writ.
He's like, fuck the master.
Alright, Shoshana,
Okay.
He did say.
there you go.
No, I'm just saying it's funny because, he did say,
He
your
literally
master's
gave you a
or
writ
automatically
saying that
fixed
you can go pick him up.
Perhaps there's some hidden resentment here that's.
I don't know if you.
from us.
I don't know.
Clearly
I don't know if Shax likes being in debt by so much.
I'd probably go with Shax to get him out straight away before heading to the amphitheater.
It's okay.
Okay, let's get him out then.
And then We need to make sure he's not going to drink, so I don't know how we're going to do that. I didn't take command, unfortunately.
Yeah, is there ways? Are there?
Okay, well, Kobo, what are you gonna do? You gonna go with them, or are you gonna look for some people to help?
Think about trying to earn a bit more coin.
Okay, considering you have most of the day left, you can make 5 gold helping people out of the inn that you were staying at. They'll let you use the single room that you hired to help people.
Thank you.
Gurren, what are you doing? Are you going with Shax and Shoshana?
Yeah, I guess I wouldn't. Yeah, I wouldn't go anywhere else realistically, because. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go with them.
So you two head back to the guardhouse, and then sitting at the desk is someone you recognize. And she calls you up. Next!
Oh, Beth, it's so lovely to see you, my dear.
Back quite quickly.
Yes, because only the best get such quick results. And I snatched the writ off Shax and put it on the desk in front of her.
She picks
and
it
just
up.
smile at her.
She picks it up, adjusts her glasses. She pushes them further up her wrinkly, hooked nose. Yes, I see. Released into your custody. Debt outstanding. Pending help of the Lord. Very well. Guard! And then she says, bring up the drunk with the debt. He is in the custody of one Shax. It takes about 10 minutes. The guard brings up Shax's master, and Kobelion says, my girl, I don't know how you did it, but it's fantastic. I'm free.
It was all of us, Kobelion.
Not so fast. No leaving the city until the job is done. And be careful of the drinking. Repeat offense leads to slavery.
Do we have to leave the city to go get the Sahagin?
It's only Kobelion who can't leave.
Okay. Yeah, I just don't want to leave him unattended. Is my concern in the city.
There are babysitters who you can employ if you are worried about such things. Or bring him back. I'm sure we can have a cell with his name on it prepared.
We'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, maybe that sounds good. That way he can prevent himself from doing anything crazy. I mean, yeah.
Okay. So you guys, he follows you out. And then he says, by the way, I appear to have no money on me, so, you wouldn't mind paying for my, inn stay, would you?
I'm sure Shoshana can arrange it.
Guess we could make room for you in our rooms in the tavern. You'll be dry if you're staying with us, though, Kobelion. Dry as Sandora.
Of course. His eyes are twitching back and forward. Of course.
Check his cavities. Go.
I will be dry as Sandora, he promises. Yeah, in a very unconvincing way.
I don't need to inside check that.
Anyway, my girl. Anyway, my girl, since you got me out, I have, come this way. I have a place where I must talk to you alone. And he starts pulling Shax along.
Okay, well, before you go, Shax, just remember, like as I said before, your master owes my guild 140 gold. So
don't worry about that. It'll be paid back, won't it, Shax?
What? That's a lot of gold, Master. How did you accrue that debt?
Alcohol tasted good. Wrong club, wrong
Alright.
night. That's all I can say.
I'll see what I can do about it for you, Master.
Ah, thank you, my girl. And he pulls you off. And he takes you to an abandoned training yard. And he says, if it has been some months. And he all of a sudden, you notice the air change. Show me. And he takes a stance that you recognize. This is the first training you've ever really had from him. He says, since you have done so much for me, maybe I can do a little for you.
I'm willing to learn anything that you'll share with me, Master.
And he smiles, and you will spend the rest of the day training.
All right.
Shoshana, Quirin, what are you guys going to do?
I'll head to the amphitheater once they go off to do their training.
Okay.
Putting in a stern word with Shax to make sure he does not have any of his... What does he call them again?
Attunement potions?
Attunement potions. They are completely off limits while he's under our care.
I'm not gonna do much of my time. I'm just gonna spend my time playing with my cards, basically.
Okay. Well, so Shoshana, you head to the amphitheater, and you present your letter. You're taken into the amphitheater. Nobody. So, the person who leads you in is a youngish man. He says nobody's played here for over a week since the Lord left, but with the letter you're able to go in. And he says, through these doors, and he walks away.
Okay, I'll go in.
Okay.
Through the door.
Opening the doors, you feel a familiar sense. Well, it's something you haven't felt in a while. It feels like the Feywilds in here. And in the center, there is a note that's floating around and around and around. And it's being held up by like some type of magic.
What fate trickery is this? And I'll go up and try to grab the note.
Okay, so if you head into the items directory, there should be a new player handouts folder, and inside there should be your note.
Ooh. Interesting.
You can hear the faint, subtle strings and the sounds of Fey music in the background as you read this note.
And as I do, I spare a thought for my mentor.
Okay.
And start to sort of... Shoshana has a sort of deep sort of longing for... It's been a long time, as you said, since she's felt the presence of the Feywild, and always feels a little homesick.
Okay. You're able to practice the day away. So your next performance you'll have advantage on.
Yes.
And the end of tonight, which will be and today, that will be when you level up. So you guys can level up to level 3 if you haven't already. Make your decisions, and next week we'll be coming back where all of you are at level 3.
Yay!
Okay, cool.
Okay, and that is the end for today.
What are you guys picking for your paths or specialties or whatever you want to call them?
College of Law.
College of Whispers.